Hey folks, I just want to make a quick follow-up to that stream earlier, because this is the one thing I think is actually worth addressing. This is Teal Deer's comments. I had to go into the spam filter to find it, as I'm sure you can see it at the bar on the top of my screen, but I actually don't know how to get it back out. I don't think it was actually the comment that was left by Teal Deer that triggered it. I think it's actually a comment that was here, but I've since accepted, and I assumed that that would bring it back. So I don't know if it's back, but what I'm going to do, as you can see here, is favourite it, so hopefully it pops back up. I don't know why it's disappeared, but I'm glad people pointed it out, because it's nice to get back into the we make arguments side of things again, rather than someone doesn't like my suit, which I guess maybe I shouldn't spoil this, but look, I feel that wearing a suit is a burden. I hate wearing suits. Given the choice, I would never goddamn well wear a suit. So when I wear a suit, that's a sacrifice I'm making. I know that sounds silly, but I really hate suits. I really cannot be bothered with them. I think they look awful and pretentious. So it's rather amusing to watch people think I care about the suit. But Teal Deer comes in with an argument, and I'm interested in arguments. Now, just a quick word on Teal Deer. I don't know why he has a problem with me. I honestly don't know. I don't ever recall doing anything to him. I remember ages ago I made a video to kind of support another one of his videos as well, about how Islamophobia is racist, because I've been reading up on it, and he had taken one side of it, and I was just kind of putting in the other dimension just to back up his point. But he's long been upset with me, and I honestly don't know why. Like, I don't measure myself by other YouTubers, so I'm not really upset if they succeed. I'm actually usually quite happy, because usually, like, an anti-SJW YouTuber succeeding, even if there's someone that I don't personally agree with, like Ben Shapiro, for example. Ben Shapiro is a religious Jew who is strictly conservative and does not believe anything I believe. But I'm really pleased when Ben Shapiro succeeds, because that's a strike against Marxism, frankly, and I'm glad to see that take another strike. So I don't really understand what Teal Deer's problem with me is. I mean, I don't think he's ever really explained it, but hopefully he's going to explain it here. Now, I haven't read this comment. I just got to Sargon, you're acting like an egotistic moron. I thought, okay, this will do. But so stream summary, Jim is a paedophile and sick people can't make videos. I never said Jim is a paedophile. I said he's grooming children because he is grooming children. But, you know, that's his decision. I mean, if he wants to be the kind of guy who grooms kids and his victims of his grooming are actually speaking out, I mean, like, just saying, that's up to him. I'm disassociating. I'm not interested in dealing with Jim anymore, because, you know, I'm not going to deal with somebody who grooms kids. It's weird. Sick people can make videos, but that's not what Jim does, is it really anymore? Jim does streams for hours and hours, talking about me on Ralph's channel and other people's channels, apparently. So it's just like, and he doesn't sound very sick, does he? It's not very convincing sickness. And I hear him go, actually, yeah, there is something wrong. I hear him cackling away like he's a kid. And again, hey, if you want to do that, you do that. Sargon, you're acting like an egotistical moron on this issue. Over what? And I mean that in the nicest possible way. Oh, wow, you got to meet some people once in a crappy suit that doesn't fit. See, I don't care about the suit, but meeting Farage, I actually sat in a meeting with him as well, so I met him twice. And yeah, I'm pretty in regular contact with the leader of UKIP. I'm going to debate on MythCon next week. I've got anything for the BBC. I mean, I'm just saying, these are true things. Now, whether I find that to be an amazing thing or not is not to say that they're not true things. They're not real things that are going to have an effect on the world. The suit won't be something that people think about. All I'm saying is it's not going to make the news. But other things I will do will make the news. And you know they'll make the news. And if you Google my name, you'll find lots of news articles about me. So whether you think it's important or not, it doesn't stop the fact that there are going to be normal people who don't understand anything about our sphere in YouTube who are going to know who I am, and I think it's important to try and engage with those people. Now, that doesn't fit into the rest of your narrative, but those things are all true. You can verify those for yourself. So maybe you should. Maybe you're the great researcher here, aren't you, Teal Deer? I've always had respect for your effort and your diligence. Why aren't you doing it here? What is it about this that makes you break your usual pattern of behaviour? It's disappointing, frankly. Yes, you really are the most important person in the world. No, I'm not at all. Not at all. It's quite minor. In fact, I'm the one who gets the least coverage. I would say Paul Joseph Watson. I've set up a Google alert for obviously our three names, UKIP, whatnot, because I need to keep abreast of what's being done in the media. And Paul Joseph Watson easily gets the most. He's got over 1 million subscribers and they hate him because he does short, punchy videos that really just, hammer blows their narratives. Dankula's the second largest because he's the guy who's going to go to jail and has to actually make the sacrifice. And I'm the third because they don't like having to talk about me because I like having to talk to them. It's not a reciprocal relationship we have, and they try to keep me on the down low because calling me alt-right they know doesn't actually work, but they do it anyway. So, but yes, I'm the most important person in the world. I'm not even the third most important person in UKIP. I'm the third most important YouTuber to have joined UKIP. It's a pretty low accolade, really. So really, to be getting anywhere, so that Farage knows who I am, gives me one degree of separation to Donald Trump. I mean, when I get an interview with Donald Trump in the White House, are you going to be like, well, I mean, anyone interviews Donald Trump, are you going to be doing that? Because are you acting like this isn't going to happen or there's no possibility of it? Because I just want to let you know, this is actually the second position where I've been 1 degree of separation from Trump. It's getting closer and closer and closer. Just letting you know. But this is the bit this is where it shows. This is where you can see this isn't about my ego. This is about your ego. This is about you being jealous. So much better than all the other internet plebs. I didn't say that. I have no idea who you've met. I have no idea what you do. I don't know where you go and who you meet. You don't publicise it. I don't know what any of you do. Like, the Amazing Atheist has been on Joe Rogan. He's got no reason to feel insecure that I've been on Joe Rogan. So I guess he's not bitching about it, And I'm not doing this to beat any of you either. I wish you guys would succeed as much, if not more, than me. I wish I would see Teal Deer or the Amazing Atheist interviewing Donald Trump. That would be amazing to me. Stephen Crowder interviewing Donald Trump. When Stephen Crowder got Ted Cruz, I was like, fucking nice one, that man. Ted Cruz is on our side when it comes to social media. Ted Cruz is an important guy at the moment, and maybe one day I'll get him myself. But you're acting like you're insecure and a little bitch, Teal Deer. I don't want to say that, but you really are. Let's check out your reality check and see if it actually maps onto reality. You know that's important. Reality check. You're some randomer on the internet who has paid to be on board with UKIP to get some cool kid points on the internet. Did joining UKIP actually get cool kid points, did it? Who did it get them with? Members of UKIP, at most. And even then, I'm sure there are plenty in there who are like, oh, we don't like these guys. And, with Tommy coming along, I guess we look like a lot more palatable fucking alternative, maybe. But no, I don't think UKIP has cool kid points. I mean, UKIP, right? You're British, so you'll appreciate this probably more than the Americans, right? UKIP is like going to your auntie's barbecue. That's what it's like. And I mean that with in the most complimentary way I can imagine saying it, right? They are all, you can see it from the panel when I'm talking to them, they're just like your normal friends and family members. They're just regular people. I had to tell them to stop making jokes on the panel and interrupting one another because they were just like, they were just hanging out and just having fun and they just felt like a little family and it was really nice. But they were all really, really nice people. And the good thing about them is they're not elite people. They're just regular Joes who have worked up in business and realised, and they've come into contact with the EU, most of them, and realised, shit, there's something wrong here, and actually thought, right, I'm going to do something about this. And have actually done it. All the MEPs have been absolutely lovely to me, and I am doing everything I can to help them get their message out there, like interviewing them on my second channel, putting them on my main channel, blah, 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 blah. I'm doing everything in my power to help them spread their message because the media isn't interested in talking to them. And so I have to fulfill that role. I don't know why you don't fulfill that role. Why don't you join UKIP? Why don't you go and interview one of these people? It's not exactly outside of your power. You've got 30 quid, you live in the UK. Come on. Why aren't you getting in on this? It's time for us to actually do something. Rather than bitching and pretending we're just people on the internet. All of these people also exist in real life. Like regular people exist in real life. Then they happen to go on the internet and watch our channels. Then they'll come to our shows. Then they'll come and meet us at meetups. Then they will actually be happy that we're doing something because they're concerned about the state of the world too, and we will be representatives of those people in some fashion. By some extension, by the fact that we're the ones actually doing it and they're supporting us. And they're paying us money to do these things. I think we're obligated to get off our fucking asses and do this. Which just some randomer on the internet. Some randomers on the internet get to meet Nigel Farage and have Nigel Farage know who they are before they even say hello, right? That's come on, you're making shit up. That's not reality. Okay, that's just not reality. But anyway, we'll carry on with your projection here. You are not important to the party beyond being a useful clown to catch a few extra eyes. You don't know that. You haven't spoken to any of them. I speak to them quite regularly. I mean, they invited us there. You would be surprised at the conversation. I don't want to spoil too much because, like, there's stuff coming down the works and it'll be entertaining when you guys first see it. But you don't know what we are. Like I said, they're not like a professional party. And so I think they'll probably end up leaning on us quite hard. And I'm happy for them to do that. I'm more than happy to cooperate because I think that what they're doing is necessary and important, and I will do my best for them. That's why I'm doing any of this. And you're acting like I'm like, yeah, I'm the best or something. No, I'm just going to do my best. I'm just going to do the work. Do you know what came for me today? This is part of the thing I'm working on, right? The English Are They Human book, right? And I'm reading this because it's really important to start re-establishing what is an English identity. That's what we've got to do. 'Cause for the last 50 years, postmodernism has been sapping it away. And we need to kind of re-identify that. So we've got something positive to present to the minorities who have come to our country and say, look, you could be a raging Islamist crazy. I mean, or you could be more like this, and you can, obviously you can still keep your religion. Obviously, no one's going to take that away from you. We're a completely secular country, but have you considered just acting more like this? And that might help you fit in more, and maybe all of this hate will go away. Which I honestly think is the solution to that problem at the moment. I think Jim's being ridiculous. But, that's redundant, wasn't it? But anyway, you're making up a narrative that you can't substantiate, but I am telling you facts about the things I have done in the past week and seen and the conversations I've had, and they completely counters what you're saying. Considering the raw numbers and linear time, you have been barely any help to the party and have been vastly overshadowed by real-world events. Well, no kidding. Why do you think I'm doing the BBC interview tomorrow? So I can actually do something. Tell you what, not a fan of the idea. The other YouTubers aren't doing it, and I don't blame them. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my neck on the line. Probably going to take me out of context. Probably going to try and make me look like a Nazi. You know, they're going to try and do that to the general public in my own country, because I know they do, because they've done it enough times in the past, and yet I'm still going to put my fucking neck on the line. Why? Why am I doing that? Oh, because I want to actually try and be able to talk to me, and even if a few people are persuaded that maybe, just maybe, joining UKIP's a good idea, then I'll have done some good. Even if it fucking hurts me. Even if I get nothing but normies coming on my Facebook page going, oh my god, you're a Nazi. You know, even if I get that, it's fine. Again, I don't understand why you guys were a roadblock to any of this, but you feel like you need to be, so okay. So you've openly stated that you oppose the party on several issues. Yeah, okay, I'm allowed to dissent in UKIP, it's quite good. It's okay to have your own opinions. I mean, Jared Batten's quite radical on gay marriage. I'm pretty lax on gay marriage, so yeah, we definitely disagree. But they haven't got a manifesto out yet, so I guess you wouldn't really know, would you? But again, this is your narrative, not mine. Carry on. And have even gone so far as to brand yourself as the liberalist branch of UKIP. Well, we absolutely are. The liberalists who joined UKIP are the liberalist branch of UKIP. Liberalist branch of UKIP. That's a hell of a tongue twister. I know you think you're some sort of big politics smart man. No, I'm just doing what I can. You've been trying to create your own political party movement from day one. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Absolutely. And every single one of them has failed. Rationalists, skeptics, liberalists. Well, I did create the rationalists, didn't work because I didn't have enough information at the time. I didn't really create the skeptics, that's what everyone called us. I hated the name, I always did. The liberalists are still going, I don't see what your problem is. You've just mentioned that we've just created a liberalist branch of UKIP. You know, we actually did the Dankula process. What did you do for Dankula? Nothing, right? You probably made a video, that's good. The only reason you're having any success now is from piggybacking off an already semi-successful political party. You're obviously trying to co-opt for your own ends. See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't know what's going on. You know they want the same thing as me, right? I mean, you know that UKIP as a party generally is just basically a liberal party for regular people who don't have much in the way of, like, I'm not going to say political expertise, but like professional expertise, I guess. You know, I fit in there really well, as far as I can tell, because I'm just a regular person too. And, you know, we've all got different strengths and weaknesses, and I'm happy to support any of them on it. I'm a complete party man at this point, completely cooperative with what they're trying to do. Because the things they're trying to do make sense. Close the borders, stop socialism. Okay. I'm with that, you know. Be British. I'm happy with that. That's really good, in fact. I think it's a great idea. But, But co-opt, I love the idea you think we're trying to co-opt them. They want the same as us. You're busy voting Labour. I've never voted Labour. And trying to reform the left. Yes, I've tried to reform the left. Again, you're making up things. I've never voted Labour. Wow, do you not think I would have voted Liberal Democrats, dumbass? And its members are struggling to build what it has. Yeah, I know, that's the point. That's why they need our help. Now that it has some manner of success, you're jumping ship. Jumping ship from what? Oh, Labour? No. And again, you're making shit up. And co-opting it even as far as to bring personal beef on a official party line, in this case Twitter. Yeah, deal with it. This is unprofessional in the extreme. Then I'm in the right party. This is what I mean. You don't know what you're talking about. Just letting you know. You are not a politician, not yet. But as soon as I register and stand for my constituency, I will be, won't I? You're not smart enough to be one. Now that's brilliant, isn't it? You're not smart enough to be a politician. Think it through. Come on. Get to the end of it, Teal dear. Think about a couple of our politicians. Think about Jess Phillips. Think about Nick Clegg. Or Vince Cable. Or Diane Abbott. You don't have to be fucking smart to be a politician. If anything, I've got to the point where I think maybe being smart is actually a hindrance to being a politician. Like, our politicians are dumb as fuck. And a lot of them are boomers and don't know anything about these issues. Why do you think you have to be smart to be a politician? You fucking moron. You are reacting from your gut. You are not thinking this through. I don't know why you're not thinking this through. Don't know why you're having an emotional reaction to any of this, but you are. Why? Stop it, man. We are trying to stop them from doing bad things to our country. That's not wrong, and anyone who does that, you should be doing this, and anyone else who's doing this, I will applaud till the end of fucking time. Good job for standing up and doing something. Not educated enough to be one? Again, it's not true. Carry on. Politicians, again, aren't well educated. Are generally ill-fitted to the position in every possible way, and Donald Trump is president. Do you understand that the paradigm is shifting? Things are changing. Have you listened to Salvini? The blacks from like South Africa or wherever are slaves. It's like, holy shit, Salvini. He's like the Deputy Prime Minister of Italy or something. It's crazy. The winds are shifting. You get excited about press conferences with the media. Yeah, well, isn't that something? I think that's me doing something. I don't see why I shouldn't get excited about that. That's an accomplishment, in my opinion. How many press conferences have you done? None. Right, okay. What about Jim? Oh, no. Okay. What about Ralph? None. Okay. Why have none of you done any press conferences if they're no big deal? Just go and do one. Just go do one then. Go do a bunch of press conferences. Do two, in fact. I did two. You can go do them too. It's no big deal. They're just press conferences. No problem. Go ahead. You get excited about press conferences with media you constantly complain about. Well, it's, meeting the enemy in the field, isn't it? And seem to work under some delusion that they actually care what you have to say rather than the reality that they're just going to use you to smear UKIP with your white nigger comments, gay porn spam, and wouldn't even rape you bullshit. I don't care. Why are you such an optics cuck? What is wrong with you? Oh, but the public. Yeah, I'll talk to the public. I'll talk to the public. Past these people. Picking this fight with Jim was foolish beyond description because you have not one single legitimate point to make. He was grooming children to harass people on the internet. And he lies about the fact that he's ill. I think these are legitimate points. And he was the one picking the fight with me. I don't know whether you noticed the past, 6 months to a year of him just constantly begging for my attention. Have you not noticed that since he got BTFO'd on the Louis stream? He's been salty as fuck. And so I was just addressing his points. And if there wasn't all of this stuff surrounding it, I probably would have just addressed his points. But man, his teenagers got so fucking pissy and I couldn't stop myself. I just couldn't stop myself. It's too much fun. Did you watch the video I unprivated shortly afterwards when he started his stream? It's a good video. You should check that out. I totally agree with the person who made it. Asserting someone is engaging in child grooming is laughable. Well, I provided evidence of it happening. I mean, there was literally the audio of Jim grooming the child, 2 of his victims saying, yeah, he groomed me. I mean, I don't know what more you need. Asserting that because someone has an illness that somehow means they cannot take a few hours a week to put towards making videos on YouTube is also laughable. That's a total misrepresentation of what I said. That's total misrepresentation. He does hours and hours of streams a week, often about me, on various, small channels, I don't know, Ralph, Failure, all those sort of channels. I don't follow them, but I get told by V I'm going on a stream. Oh, fucking hell, okay. And he tells me these things are happening. I'm like, okay. And then he'll send me something every now and again, and I'll sit and be like, what is he talking about? And then it got to the point where, he sent the other thing the other day, so I thought, fuck it, I'll just address it. Like, these are stupid points, and Jim has no idea what he's talking about, and neither do you, frankly. But, that's me being arrogant, because you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry that it's arrogant to actually have some facts and not just false narratives. I keep telling you, I get to here by saying true things. You get to where you are by saying things that might be true. They're not, but they might be. And if they were true, maybe they'd have some weight to them. But they don't. And now you silence your chat and begin to moderate comments because you cannot handle the fact that you picked a stupid fight because your ego won't let you do otherwise. Again, stop you there. I didn't silence my chat. I made sure that people couldn't send me super chats. I didn't want to make money off that stream. That's why I played a copyrighted video at the beginning. There's also a message in it. But, don't worry about that. You're beyond picking up subtleties, obviously. I turned it off because I didn't want super chats. I don't want to make money. Let Jim make the money off this. I'm happy for him to profit off this drama. I'm not a drama channel. I'm not going to profit off it. Jim is a drama channel, and he's a small one. So let him make as much money as he can. I want him to be driving around in a Ferrari, like Keemstar and all these other people who do it, Scarce and whatnot. Let him join the drama community. I'm fine with that. I don't mind. He can keep going that way. Because, it's a stream called Goodbye Carl. Hopefully that is. I'm happy to help him on his journey. And as I said, I'm not moderating comments. This is the spam filter. Your comment appears to be in there. I don't know what else I can do. But again, you make the accusation with no evidence. And when I come along with this fact, what I'm demonstrating to you with this evidence right here, I made sure you've got the link on the screen so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to ignore this because you are a shallow, cowardly pussy who's driven by his own ego and is projecting that onto me because you're jealous because no one watches your channel because you're boring as fuck. Deal with it, teal dear.